Dude, fuck a hero. I knew the double kill would come into play. I knew it. I knew it was like at the end of like the last chapter. They were like, all right, new rule: a killer can kill a maximum of 2 people. And I was like, oh, okay, well, fucking next chapter, 2 people are gonna die. I didn't know who the 2 people were gonna be, but fucking Taka, man, honestly, wasn't the worst. But in my ideal situation, it'd have been probably Toko and or Byakuya. Hifumi's body was discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. Dude. But he and Mondo just reunited. The true nightmare is this reality. The reality I have to face every day. It's fucking clearly Hero. Everyone else literally has an alibi, except maybe Celeste. I feel like there has to be 2 killers. Why is this happening? The fuck? Oh, Toko fucking passed out. I forgot she has a blood thing. Another hammer. 4. This happened after the fact. Hifumi was killed. The killers went back to the 3rd floor where they already were and then killed him again. What the fuck? How is he so fast? Dude, is Hero literally summoning the spiritual world? He's using his crystal ball that he spent $1 million on, and he's actually gained the ability of the spirits to teleport. It's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Yo, is he fucking dead? Maybe he's faking it. Taka. Why didn't the alarm go off? Why did this happen? There's 3 of us here. Why isn't the alarm gone off? Taka, wake up, buddy. Taka. Yo, let's just get some smelling salts. I don't think Taka's dead. Toko, don't tell me. Toko too? For whatever. You know, she just passed out. Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said, I should just leave her alone for now.
However.
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, and Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2 and Justice Hammer 3. But this time, it was just Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3?
What?
What's the matter? Well, you mentioned Justice Hammer 3. You just reminded me. Yo, Real Unknown Spec, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What?
What?
Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course, come on. What about this murder scene? So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. What about Toko? Alright, let's just leave Toko there. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab... Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did
What
you
are you
say?
talking about? It disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious? Yo, who's got the fucking muscle to lift up Hifumi other than Sakura? But Sakura was here. Even then, I don't think Sakura can pick up Hifumi.
What?
What the heck is happening here? Everyone back to the nurse's office. Dude, fucking leave the other body. Can't just leave the other body. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing all my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. I can get why they left the room. Aoi was a bit uneasy. You know, you don't just stand around in the presence of, like, they weren't exactly friends, but he was still dead, and it's like, you maybe don't want to lurk around, like, the body of a dead person, so maybe, like, exit the room. I could get that aspect of it, but what the fuck? It just disappeared? Yo, and there's no even, like, drag marks. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for, like, a minute. And then when we got back...
Indeed.
This must have been the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We are all going to die here. We are going to die just like those guys died.
What did you say?
Wow, did Celeste really just give up hope? I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be. No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? I mean, we did leave her unconscious corpse lying there next to the other body where the killer would go and reclaim the other body that he's just taken. So do you think that the one person we've left unconscious within the scene of the crime that the killer is going to arrive in might be the next victim? What do you think? Probably. Huh? I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She's passed out and she refused to wake up. She passed out? What do you mean she passed out? She weighs like 60 pounds. And Sakura's with us.
huh?
So she's still unconscious? Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Bastard!
You bastard. Calm down, you forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting, we need to hurry back.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore, I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, I think Byakuya is just kind of a dick. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed, and when we got there... Why leave this body here? Toko, why'd they take Kyoko? Kyoko's been taken. And... You didn't take her? Toko. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. Oh, now that's a blood drag away splat. It was gone. Taka's body, which would have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, wait, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
Alright, see ya, Neon Jungle. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for watching. What are you saying? Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine.
Ugh.
I mean, you couldn't possibly... I think that was sarcastic on his end. Like, I couldn't possibly imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Huh? Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? Well, Hifumi's death cry went up. Everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you came here as the group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko had an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love. That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyways, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. The rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as the rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule...
Shing!
I'd mince ya. Mince ya without a second thought. Mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can refer to as shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Get the fuck out of here. Indeed.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. You could still kidnap him, and then, like, get through the trial, and then, like, kill those 2, and then, like, keep kidnapping everyone, you know? I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words.
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, then where did she go? That's not to say, what if... Wait, is it specified in the rules? What happens if 2 separate killers kill someone? Has that been specified? Like, say, for example, Hiro is the killer. Hiro kills Hifumi. What happens if Kyoko then kills Taka? What happens? I feel like that hasn't been specified. Like, what if there are 2 separate killers? Unless you're not allowed. I guess I'd imagine if there was a killer. Yeah, it's not specified. Imagine if there was one killing, like... I guess you can't unpermit, like, a killer killing. Especially if the other body hadn't yet been discovered. I don't know, that's weird. If she's not involved in the case, where did she go?
What?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever, you need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well, let us split up and begin searching. But... Technically, if there are 2 killers, the 2 separate victims, there are 2 blackened. Yeah, there are 2 blackened, but there's still 2 killers, so they're like... They both, maybe. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Yeah, you'd probably have to find both culprits. But I don't know, it's just never been specified. Like, what happens, like, I'm just curious. Like, what happened if there was 2? But... There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but...
Hina.
You're still nervous. If you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Stick together. Sakura and Aoi, you 2 stick together.
Huh?
I'll be very upset if one of you betrays the others. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. And so the search begins. I want to go search the scene of the crime. I want to search the scene of the crime. No more hidden places. No more hidden cameras. Toko, you gonna fucking wake up? Hello? Toko, she has a fear of blood. I don't think I have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll just leave her there. This is Justice Hammer 4. Another one of these hammers, and it looks like it's made of wood. It's even bigger than the last one. It's all the work of that suspicious individual. So the body looks like it was dragged. Taka's entire body has disappeared, without leaving behind nothing but a blood stain. What is this? Tarp? This is a tarp or something. This is a tarp. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Alright. Justice Hammer. Alright, nothing here. Let's go check the first scene of the crime. The rec room. Dun dun dun! Yo, where would someone have gotten a giant-ass costume? Where do you just find a giant mech man mascot costume lying around here? The school store? Could have crafted it. Wait, let's check the art room. Hifumi was all about the art room. Let's see if he left any clues. I see nothing. Oh, you 2 are just chilling here.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that?
Huh?
I see you 2 are already ahead of me. Where could the dead bodies have disappeared to? The closet! Uh-oh. Rattle, rattle. The door must be locked. It wasn't locked before. Excuse me? I was in there before, I think. Isn't that where I found the picture? No, I found the picture in the physics lab. Maybe I need a key. A key? Who's in the rec room? Celeste would be in the rec room. Any locked door is immediate sus. I mean, just throw... Like, where can you hide two bodies? Especially Hifumi's body. Where can you hide the equivalent of 3 bodies, even though they're just 2 bodies? Or Hifumi maybe be 3 bodies. Celeste, was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Yeah, it's big sus. Big sus. Wait, no. What is this? It's just the door to leave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yo, what's up, Taylor? Oh, Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. What do you mean?
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies has both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura we'll go on. What's a repository? We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? What is a repository? Is that the art room? I don't know whatever. I don't know English. Oh. Oh. Are the bodies here somewhere? Yeah, probably in the closet. Yeah, wait. Yo, what you gotta say? What you gotta say first? I have to wonder where they could be hidden. How did Celeste find this? Sakura and Aoi were chilling in here. Like, I literally walked in. Those two are in here. I checked the art room. And Celeste is like, oh, I found it. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door. And when I entered, I saw. Dude, again with this. Again with this. We've already established these two are dead. Oh, they're painting these hammers? Oh my god, I called attention to it right at the beginning. When I entered this original door, I was like, oh, look at the hammers. It's just like the knives from the kitchen. Oh my god. Why are they leaving them behind, though? How many hammers are missing? There's like 4. There's 4 hammers missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. They hit Celeste with like the second tiniest hammer. 2 bodies have been discovered right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then, I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered!
Why didn't this go off earlier? Me?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It just doesn't make sense. We discovered Taka's body. Me, Sakura, Byakuya, and technically Toko was there, awake when they discovered it. And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Kuma files. I was going to hand them out so when you found the bodies for the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for a class trial.
See ya later.
Dude, what the fuck happened what happened to Taka? Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left to uncover is the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. That's the closest he's ever getting to her.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. Opened his eyes and then came his pants. But this wasn't a movie. It is a movie. What the fuck? This wasn't. What the fuck?
He's alive again? Where am I?
He was revived by the power of love.
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Dude, this just adds to the idea that this isn't fucking taking place in real life. It is like a fucking show. It is like a movie. What the fuck is happening?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? Ah, that's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Also, yeah, dude, why Hifumi? Oh, revive Taka. Why'd you grab Hifumi? Why'd you grab Taka and cry on his face? Shit.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
God damn it. We were so close.
I remember everything. Before I met you all.
Before I'd met you all.
I met you all.
His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Before I met you all, I met you all. What the fuck? I mean, it sort of makes sense because of the last picture we found of Mondo, Chihiro, and whoever the other guy was in that picture. Who was the other guy? Whoever that other guy was. There was that picture that we found of all three of them. And I think it was Leon. And yeah, it was Leon. We found a picture of all three of them and we're like, why is this picture a thing? Who took this and where? You know, it was like they never fucking talked about knowing each other. So it was like, did they know each other? Are we in like some fucking afterlife? Are we in some alternate reality? Are we all in a fucking video game simulation? Like, what the fuck is happening? With our memories wiped?
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
Yeah, do something useful. Do something useful for once.
Who tried to kill you?
Hero. Or Celeste.
Killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
Stop exposition. Stop adding to your word count.
Yasu.
Yasuhiro.
Hiro.
Well, of course it was him. I mean, of course it was him. Literally the one person without an alibi. This is like the definition of when you call an emergency meeting and like when the killer kills someone in like Among Us and then like everyone hits the emergency button and then everyone is like, well, we all have an alibi. This is the one person without an alibi. It's clearly him. And then he's like, the killer's just gotta be like, ah, fucking shit. Everyone was grouped together. I had to kill someone. And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
No, Byakuya. Tears can't restore someone's vitality, but it literally just did. We found Hifumi's body. The announcement for a death went off. He was like, all right, you guys found a dead body. He was dead. And now he came back. You have no tears, do you? Your blood in your veins, your calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time, it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. Celeste is still sus. Also, I do think Kyoko might be the spy. I think maybe she's consulting with Monokuma or some shit. I don't know where the fuck she went. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. No choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Seems a little straightforward. Seems a little straightforward, this investigation. I better go check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. Is it thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon? It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be
appears!
rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I, during the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't matter. There's no motive for an accomplice.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Yeah, but what if there's 2 people doing the killing? What if there's an accomplice, but the accomplice kills someone else?
So in other words, 2 people can work together.
If
but
there's...
one of them has no chance of profiting.
You could
from
technically
it.
kill up to 4 people.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
You can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then,
So you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in the murder. Only one blackened can graduate, an accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we need to figure out who that blackened is and that the killing, right? Just like normal.
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person?
Well now,
That's enough to explain. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. I feel like it's gotta be Celeste. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. You? When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when they already knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by their bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd totally be useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. The whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. So here's the hiccup in everything. Weren't we all, like, we all split up to investigate, like, the second floor or some shit? And then Celeste screamed on the third floor. So it was like, why did Celeste go to the third floor? It doesn't make sense. She could have gone to the third floor, killed Taka, screamed, got everyone. She could have killed Taka with the fourth hammer, screamed, everyone went to check the bodies. No, I think she was there with us when we checked Hifumi's body. Something's not adding up. Weirdly enough, I think also she could have attacked herself. No one has an alibi for her when she was attacked. She just smacked herself with the hammer, dropped it on the ground, and so be it. Call it a day. Hifumi could be, I mean, not Hifumi. Hiro could be the accomplice. Someone has to move the bodies. I don't think Celeste has the physical capability to move the bodies. I don't know. Celeste ain't adding up. Like, obviously the hammers are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. The first attack happened with 1. The second attack happened with 2. But then I think that was to establish a pattern. And then the killer could have just done whatever they wanted with 3 and 4. Because then you would theoretically assume Hifumi was killed next because it happened with the third hammer. And then Taka was killed with the fourth hammer because it just fits sequentially with the hammers. But that doesn't matter. Do gamblers do that? In a game of cards, do gamblers, like, establish a pattern and then fuck it up? I don't think that happens. Fumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. He really is a big body. How on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor. And all without anyone noticing it. Yeah, it's true. How the fuck do you move this fucking whale? It's no good. I just don't get it. I think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor of the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it. His glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. Holy fuck, they took him off, cleaned his specs a bit, but now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses. Why'd you clean his glasses? You move the body, they drop it. Why would you do that? You pick up his body while his glasses fall off of his face. What, you pick it up and instinctually just like squeaky, take your t-shirt, squeaky clean them off, you know? Weird. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, he died to a blow to the head. He found Justice Hammer number 4 near his body, the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? There's a tarp laid out under his body. This tarp was folded up before. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullets. Oh yeah, the tarp has been unfolded. Byakuya, what do you have to say? Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone else could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearance all happened, every one of us had an alibi. Yeah, but you and Toko, you are alibying for yourself. 2 people can't alibi. You need 3 people to alibi. You can't alibi with 2 people, because then you're like, oh, I clear them, they clear me, we're both cleared. But what if Toko is such a simp for Byakuya, she would happily be an accomplice? Maybe Byakuya has made his play. Yeah, he said Hiro's name. Yeah, also he did say Hiro's name.
So in other words...
Why would he not? How would he have gotten it wrong if it wasn't Hiro? Why would he say Hiro's name? Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered, because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb, but do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And that's it. That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there's a few other things, but, like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that was the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rules say if you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, the #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we were friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured out something. But if he did, wouldn't it have killed him to tell me what it was? Why kill 2 people? The common thread between these 2 is the Chihiro file. They were both obsessed with Chihiro. Why kill both of them? That is an interesting question. There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yeah, sure. Wait, no, I already know what happened. But sure. Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock that we began our search. As soon as after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came to you and got me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. I feel like I already know all this. He dragged Tefumi away. After meeting up with Toko Byakuya, we began our search for the costumed assailant. We found injured Hifumi on the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? Yeah, she saw the shadow at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claim, we went back up to the 2nd floor when we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. That time, she apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. She's luring us. Celeste is luring us. Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather an intense scream for someone like you. I saw him. I saw the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs. So, yeah, I was blocking the stairs. So clearly he went that way. You all go that way. I'll maybe also accompany you, but I'll go downstairs. She's leading us, but I don't know if she's the killer. And then, what was that? Came from downstairs. I think Celeste and Hiro are like in this together. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. We have to get back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, no. 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 Me, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on it. No. Sakura? Sakura, no. That's not what happened. I did not pursue the suspect. I went to the nurse's office. You, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. What? I left Celeste and Hina alone and decided to head back to the others. What happened?
However,
Oh, and Makoto was speaking? Oh, my bad. But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Dude, there's no color on my character name. Sometimes it's like, oh, the other character gets the yellow. I'm usually yellow, but sometimes the other character gets the yellow. Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the office. Yeah, I already know what happened. All right, this is too long of a recap. I followed it. My brain has absorbed everything. Oh my fucking god, this is taking it forever. This isn't happening. We hallucinating? Already remember what happened. Is there a fast forward button? There is a fast forward button, but I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna mash A.
however,
Celeste is sus? Yeah, Celeste is very sus. Celeste has been leading us literally everywhere. Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to this repository, you know, to look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? Yeah, it was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be a secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave the area to figure it out. It's gotta be Celeste. Dude, it's gotta be Celeste. Celeste is the one who's like, I found the body. I found the body in the locked repository door. There's hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these mallets? Either way, all of the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's all wet. Ew. It looks like it's made of cloth. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth section of the bullets. What hammer is that? Which one is that? I guess there's no number on it. Alright, I got a new hammer. Alright. There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Celeste, why are you so fucking sus? The door can only be locked from the inside, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door designed can only be locked from the inside. In other words, when Hina checked it out, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone... How does Celeste find the body? Where's the fucking hidden door? Is there a hidden door in here? Oh, the trolley. This is a good way to move bodies. The tarp on the trolley, or the dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Wasn't this equipment what we found near Taka's body? Yeah, you know, I was thinking to myself, I don't think the tarp was in here. I think it was in the other room. I thought it was in the physics lab. I guess it makes sense. Look at the wheel. There's blood stains on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? The dolly has been added to the truth book. That's got to be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some places I know about. The nurse's office, where I found Hifumi. The equipment room, where Taka was found. True. And the problem, here's what I have with Celeste. Celeste is so weak. How does she even, like, obviously she can, like, push, you can push heavy things on that, right? Obviously it wasn't brute force that carried, obviously, was there an elevator here? How do you get up the stairs? But from, like, how do you move Hifumi's body? There hasn't been an elevator. Like, I think if Hifumi was on the trolley, Celeste could push it. But how does she even get him on it in the first place? And how do you get him up the stairs? Weird. 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 Hey, Toko. What do you have to say? Who do you think the murderer is? I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimate rare event. Oh, this tarp. Oh, there were 3 tarps. Now there's 2. This tarp, I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and it's just recently, too. Yeah, I did see it. Under one of my friends' bodies. That's where I saw the tarp. Tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire, but that blood came from here, which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using a dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor. That should definitely have been possible. True. True. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. I agree. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else. Why didn't I analyze the tarp right? I'm just saying it seems familiar. I did analyze the tarp in the other room. Or I analyzed Taka in the other room. Alright, down to the nurse's office we go. Can I? Map. Map. Gym? Not gym. Not gym or the pool. The nurse's office. Celeste is in the nurse's office right now. Sus. Celeste, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say? What are you investigating? Oh, sorry. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere or something. What about you? You know, just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. She seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. This is such a gambler's move. If you, like, think about gamblers and their, like, ability to, like, manipulate cards. Like, if you ever, like, go online and look as, like, how, like, a cheat gambler can, like, manipulate cards and, like, move cards into any position they want. Like, they're manipulating what you think is happening. But everything they're moving, they know exactly what they're moving and where they're moving it. It's essentially like she's moving all of us. I took her to the bathroom. I decided to move Hina from here to the bathroom. I dragged all of you from the 2nd floor to the 3rd floor. Celeste has been moving us literally everywhere at every given moment. This is such like a gambler's fucking ability. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or 2 though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short of amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as someone as big as Hifumi, it can only in a couple minutes I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the truth book. How do you move the body? Yo, it's in the fridge. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. Blood transfusions? It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Oh. It's Celeste! She is a vampire! It is the whole vampire accent I've been giving her. Why are you a fucking vampire? Blood packets. But blood packets could be used as a diversion as well. What's this? Trash can? It's a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. Oh, Hifumi's cleaning cloth. It's too small. It had to be a handkerchief. It's a glass cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Oh, it's also covered in blood. This was what was used to clean his glasses. Why is it in here? Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever it belonged to must have used it to wipe away some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Huh. Huh. The weird thing. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I just thought. But I'm like rattling all of the ideas in my head. I was like, this is Hifumi's cleaning cloth. There's blood packets there. In the fridge. I was thinking, what if Hifumi is the killer? And he faked his own death. He killed Taka. I don't know. He faked his own death. The ability to move his body so fast, i.e., he just stood up and walked to the 3rd floor. But the thing that throws a wrench into this idea, and he's playing dead to get away with it. But the thing that throws a wrench into this whole thing is the dead body announcement. Surely Monokuma wouldn't allow someone to just pretend that they're dead. He wouldn't put an announcement being like, hey, you found the body of a dead person. Surely he wouldn't do that. Surely he wouldn't just play along with something like that. I don't know. Maybe Hifumi's the killer, but like there's some fucking things that I don't understand of like what would be allowed and why. It just doesn't add up. When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office. Oh yeah, same thing.
Indeed.
To carry off someone as big as Hifumi and only in a couple minutes. I think Heroes obviously, and oh my god, and it even fits better why Hifumi would say Hero did it. He wakes up, Hero did it. Hero's the killer. So everyone's just like, oh yeah, Hero's the killer. Let's all vote for Hero. Yeah, fucking bug. But like, it's not Hero. Because Hifumi is the killer and he's playing dead and he's just pinning the blame on him. Huh. Hiro and Kyoko are missing. What if Hifumi kidnapped both of them, locked them away? Dude, I think it's maybe Hifumi. I think Hifumi's not dead. I don't know about the whole announcement aspect of it, but I think Hifumi is not dead. I don't fucking know, dude. So this is where you are. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it's left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. Huh? What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. The trap. I did think this is Celeste's handwriting. This does look very gothic. So we said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Alright, to Hero's room. To Hero's room. Wherever it... Oh shit, that was it. Here. I don't know where Hero's room is. But no jump scares. Got it. It's gonna be like a fucking scene of a crime. Kiyotaka, Makoto, Mondo, Sayaka, Byakuya, Junko, Toko, Chihiro, Celeste, Sakura, Aoi, Leon. Yeah, Hiro, finally. Literally almost the last one. This door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look, but it might not be a great idea. I'm gonna take the plunge. Dead. Holy fuck, where'd he get all this shit? My room looks ass. Look at all of his collectibles. This is Hiro's room. There's all kind of weird stuff. But where'd he get all it from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? But the cards on the table, they read my fortune. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of, looks like it's cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me. Yeah, they have ass handwriting. Something about them bothers me. It's clearly planted evidence. Robo Justice blueprints has been added to the bullet section. Have the arms been like this? It's such a nerd thing. It's so fucking Hifumi. Dude, it is so fucking Hifumi. It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. What about his bathroom? Is there a dead body in there? I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? That's it? Just wanted me to find that? Alright. Seems it. Yeah. Found it. Found the evidence. Shit don't add up. Oh, Makoto. Big news, big news. What's wrong? Oh, we found Kyoko. Huh? She okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's even more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice. It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can head to the pool on the second floor. As soon as you can head to the pool. It's fucking Hifumi. It doesn't make sense. Dude, there has to be multiple people involved in this shit. Celeste took the picture of Hifumi, of Robo Justice attacking Hifumi. But what if Hiro is just stuck in it and he just grabbed Hifumi and she just took the picture and is misinterpreting what actually happened? I don't know. Celeste and Hifumi are fucking sus. To think Hiro and Kyoko would just turn up at the same time? Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. There he is. He's just chilling. And you're perfectly fine, undisturbed.
I mean...
Ew, man, I have had the worst day. Hiro? Hey, Hiro. We got some questions for you.
Huh?
Yeah,
hey,
dude,
Makoto.
who else would it be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodeled me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Yeah, he was stuck in the costume. Byakuya. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed in the pool locker room. It looks like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and it woke up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something. That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she really have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain as to why you're dressed like that. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Celeste killed Taka, screamed, everyone searched for Taka's body. I don't know. Never mind. I've lost my train of thought. Maybe Celeste and Hifumi were in on it together, and then Celeste double-crossed Hifumi and then killed him. Like, maybe Hifumi actually killed Taka. And then Celeste killed Hifumi. I don't know. First of all, Hero, you need to explain what happened, why you're just like that. Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and I was here. You were asleep and you don't know how that happened. Chemicals. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we all got the pieces off. Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. How do you know that? I don't want to kill Celeste. It was Celeste.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. Byakuya discovered that the blueprints were in your room. He immediately told me about it. Celeste didn't have an opportunity to learn of this. It was Celeste. And that's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves a fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea who you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
Oh. You're the only one who can wear this costume, so who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See
Look.
how loose it is? I mean, come on.
Fair.
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all.
I'm telling
Oops.
you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Can't bend at the waist? That clue?
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Can't bend in the waist? Fat people can't bend in the waist.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right?
Hifumi can't bend
I
at the
mean,
waist.
it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
I really hope it's not Celeste. Then there's another costume. Maybe there's one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
Terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume has been added to the truth bullets. Well, now what? Byakuya? I turn to you for pushing the narrative forward. It's looking more and more like it was really a setup. Yeah, what I think. Hero, I believe you.
What the heck?
If you don't mind telling me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst. worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30%
Which means
right.
alter ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
so then.
I know. That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so we don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, but then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
It's the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
Now, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? Was it Celeste who discovered Yeah, it was Celeste that discovered the nurse's room was open. Really? I told you someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Owie. Owie, you're a little too innocent. Well, after being trapped in there so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
Please, you gotta believe me. It wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Yasuhiro's account. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no waste before the class trial. There's no time to waste. Then why do we need to investigate? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you kill him? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's not like I said.
The worst.
Was it really going to get all the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke. That's why. That's a false accusation. Someone help.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have the time to yell and carry on, you have the time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet, don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Oh, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto,
You have a second. I want you to help me with the
it would
investigation.
seem-
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Can you promise not to kill me? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you
Why
disappeared?
is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help if you don't mind. Do you? No! Fuck you. Oh my god, why am I giving her such ground? No, I will only help you if you tell me why you disappeared.
shall we
Fucking
go?
stand your ground, you pussy. Thanks. Now then, shall we? This is not how trust is built. Hey, Makoto, first I'd like you to examine the corpse. I'd like to examine the corpse. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than they're living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway.
We have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Where the fuck is the repository? What floor am I even on? I'm on the second floor? Third floor? Art room. Where was the art room? It's like, over here. It was like over here. Pretty close. Kyoko, why is she such a freak? I initially liked her, but her refusal to, like, give me any information is kind of pissing me off. They're gone. Yo, where's Sakura and Genocide Jack? Oh, there they are. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka without hesitation, began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. What about the bodies? What about Hifumi? Is Hifumi dead? Tell me, is Hifumi
I
dead?
see.
Makoto, I found something. You
Hey.
did? You remembered the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand. You did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the right hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, his hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. That would mean the watch was broken sometime after 6? What? Aoi and Morgana have the same voice actors? I don't care about the voice. It's the character. Morgana's a bad character. I hate Morgana. Aoi, I like Aoi. The voice actor plays no factor in that. So that would mean the ritual was broken just after 6. That was before anything happened.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointingly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it could have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. How fucking blind are we all? He seems to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Bodies are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, we grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about it then. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
then.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. That looked like a picture. Like part of a picture. Let's check... Oh, the camera. Ooh, you printed a picture? That doesn't make sense. Let's check Hifumi's body. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper. Alright, let's check his body. The biggest problem, how is the killer able to move Hifumi's massive corpse? First floor, I think that was all a repeat. Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely to use Justice Hammer 3. Yeah, this is all a repeat, right? But now they're spotless. Yeah, the glasses thing. So did you find anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it into his pants, so you can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so
Why is that?
it was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. It's gonna be the note. The note that, Hero got, right? When I think about how I stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Yeah, there it is. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone. Let's meet up at the equipment room. The equipment room. Is that where he was murdered? Hifumi? No. Hero. The equipment room. That's not the rec room. Is that the rec room? At 6 a.m.
So-
That sounds very familiar. That's it. The same as Hero said. Then he was telling the
however,
truth. Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Find out. Don't tell anyone. And go to the rec room at 1 a.m. This time, it's different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note that Hifumi was written, I asked him to meet at 6 a.m. Hifumi asked to meet him at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning to this. Is that the part that Taka has. There's something meaning to this part of it being ripped. Could this maybe explain a little more? Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? He ripped it. He ripped it off and then was murdered. I have no idea.
Then.
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? Taka! Taka died in the equipment room at 6 a.m. That was Taka's note. How would something more important like that come from a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had. So Taka was holding it. Maybe he was yelling. And he got bludgeoned. And then they ripped the paper from his hand. But he kept the piece of paper in his hand. Took the rest of the note. Maybe Hifumi did it. No, I'm telling you, Hifumi... Like, it all lines up with Hifumi being the killer. I don't know what to tell you. And while we're at it, I should tell you, it seems like Hifumi was the killer, but Celeste, like, pulled one over on him and then killed him. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there were any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you don't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. Yeah, I don't understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Yeah, I'm sure the game will tell me to remember. No! No!
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I hope Hifumi's faking his murder, so we just gotta kill him a third time. A literal third time. Imagine. We kill Hifumi 3 times. He's dead. He gets bludgeoned in the head in the library. He gets bludgeoned in the head in the nurse's room. He dies again in the rec room. In the repository. And he dies again! At the trial.
Like the
Imagine.
bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
Fuck.
See you soon.
Fuck.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Dun, dun, dun!